We're live.
Good evening, everybody. We are live here on the TD Report. I'm your host, David Combs. To my right is Tony Kennedy. What's up, TK?
What's up, baby?
And to the right of him is Cody Bennett. It's the man. That's the man behind the scenes that does all of our tech for us. Thanks for doing that for us, Cody. Hope everyone is out there staying warm today. We're real excited on the TD Report. We're going to be talking about this division. We're talking about the divisional round now, right? We passed the super. We're past the super wild card round. All the Cowboys fans have stopped crying. I am not Jerry Jones. Please do not send me any complaints about Dallas, okay? The inbox is closed. So, big game on Saturday. Let's talk about the Bengals and the Titans. This is the 4 seed versus the 1 seed matchup. Titans the 1 seed in the AFC.
That's the first game?
That's the first game. 4:30 on CBS. Tennessee is 3.5-point favorites with Derrick Henry coming off injury. I don't know, guys. Let's talk about who do you like in this game, Tony, and why? Because I know you've been studying.
I really like Cincinnati. It seems like they got the momentum. But I don't think their run defense is good enough, especially if Henry coming back. Stop these guys. Oakland did a pretty good job. The Raiders did a pretty good job on the ground last week, but you never know. Remember, Cincinnati's 0-7 in the playoffs on the road, all time.
Yeah, they haven't been great. Yeah, they're not a great road playoff team, but all time to only have 7 times out. I think with Joe Burrow, coming to Cincinnati, they do the right things around him and build up. They're going to start getting a little better. Okay, that so far this season for the Bengals has been very impressive. I do think at this point, this is where the road ends for them. I think Joe Burrow is going to really have to uncork an amazing game to take the Titans out. And here's why. Cody doesn't believe me, but here's why I believe this. This game comes down to the front four for both teams. If you can control the opposing quarterback for that line of scrimmage with your front four, you're going to have a much better chance of winning this game. I don't know if Derrick Henry can uncork a 250-yard performance after being out for, I think he was out, 6 weeks, everybody?
Yeah, he's coming back really early on an ankle injury that was supposed to have him ended for the season. He's coming back very early. They just activated him. And when you mean big game by Joe Burrow, he threw for 244 for 2 touchdowns with a 110.4 rating in the game against Las Vegas. And I think Joe Burrow, with the receivers and weapons that he has on the team, the offense isn't going to be the problem. It's going to be the defense. And I think with a banged-up Derrick Henry, him being on the field regardless, they're going to feed him 25 carries, 20 to 25 carries. And at him not 100%, I have the Bengals stopped. And I got our offense outscoring the Titans' offense.
So Cody is going to take Cincinnati.
All day.
All day?
All day. Book it. Take it to Maryland Live.
Take it to Maryland Live? All right. Dave is going to take, not Jerry, is going to take Titans.
Take the Titans. How about you, TK? Titans?
No, he said Cincinnati.
I got the Bengal Kit Kats.
Okay.
He's gonna ride Joe Burrow till the wheels come off.
I got on our repicks. I put him in the bowl.
Wow. And you know what? If they make it to the bowl, that's going to be incredible. Good for them. I like seeing young teams kind of make a big bold statement.
Searching for the story that the NFL was looking for, and when they let Big Ben go out, I knew that wasn't the story. So this must be it.
Look, I'm going with my heart because I really think it's the Rams and the Titans, but you know what? Who knows?
I read this on ESPN. Mike Vrabel, Tennessee coach, is 8-0 outright against the spread with 9 days between games. So if you give him time to prepare, you see what I mean? So that's why it was important for Titans to get that bye. This gives him a chance to kind of, set his lineup, get things in order. Okay.
Yeah,
just something to think about for the bettors.
Does that bye really help though?
Some coaches it helps. I've always felt like it helped. I always felt like it helped Belichick. when he had Tom Brady, when he had the defense going the way he wanted it to be going. I just always felt it helped them. Okay.
I think it can hurt some guys too being off a week. They lose a little bit of momentum that they rode into the playoffs.
Okay.
They kind of cooled down a bit. And with the Bengals coming off of a big run like they did,
yeah,
they're riding that momentum, and I think that's a big benefit for them.
I'll tell you what, and Tony will like this. Just a coaching analogy. Give Dean Smith 9 days between games, all right, in the NCAA tournament, and see what happens to you. Okay.
Dean Smith.
Give Coach K 9 days between games. You come out there, you're gonna see something pretty nasty. That's just, that's what great coaches do, good coaches do. All right, moving on to the NFC. This is gonna be a good game here. 8:15 on Fox. 6 seed, 49 go to Lambeau to meet the Packers. This is a rematch of the game. Let me see, what was that? 3 seasons ago. When 3 seasons ago, Super Bowl season for the Niners, where Mozart went off, on the Packers. This game is a spread for Green Bay. Green Bay is favored by 6.
I think they might win by more than that. I don't think there's a single defensive player out there on San Fran who can cover Davante Adams. And Bosa being in protocol, and I think he could possibly be getting cleared in time, but I don't think he's been cleared yet. They don't have anyone who's going to get to Rodgers fast enough. I just think Davante Adams and Rodgers light it up.
Yeah, and that does call into question if how Nick Bosa, how healthy he is. We don't know I haven't seen anything yet on if he's going to play or not, or how healthy he's going to be. But he did get nicked up a little bit against the Cowboys. Okay, so that interior of that line, if Green Bay has problems running the football, let me see. Who's going to cover Debo? Hey, Greg Green, thanks for joining us.
Rasul Douglas has been an outstanding player all year long. He's gotten crazy voting when it comes to All-Pro all year, just because the story is incredible. I mean, they have another great safety on the other side. What do we got here?
You okay? Everything all right? Okay.
Yeah. I'm looking at NFL notifications.
I got Green Bay.
Yeah, I got Green Bay by a lot. I just don't think San Fran is going to win this one. You said they're favored by how much, Dave? What's the spread on that?
Spread is Green Bay by 6.
6.
That's a big number. That's a lot of points.
Yeah, I mean, if Vegas is giving them 6, that's big. I got Green Bay on this.
Basically, what you got to look at, you get 3 points for being at home. So
correct.
Basically, they're saying they better than them by field goal.
Yeah.
Right.
Not a lot. It's in the Green Bay can really score. So,
well,
they're going to run down the field on them. I see Aaron Rodgers doing Aaron Rodgers things in that game.
Yes.
Can I tell you something? Troy Aikman saw something that Dallas couldn't do. He said all you had to do is just throw the ball out to CeeDee Lamb every down. They will do that with Adams. San Francisco was playing junk defense last week, and Dallas was so stupid. Kellen Moore is not a head coach because all he had to do is just throw a hitch out there until they stopped it.
Well, what it is, Tony,
your best receiver with 1 catch.
Kellen Moore allowed himself to outcoach himself. That's what he did. Instead of playing, hey, they're playing off my guy. They're playing off my number 1 receiver. I'm just throwing the football out there. Okay? I'm going to take 6 yards every time. That's what I'm going to do. Out to the side, out to the side, out to the side. Well, CeeDee Lamb was targeted in that game. CeeDee Lamb was targeted in that game 5 times. That's insane. He had 1 catch for 21 yards, but he should have been targeted 10, 15 times. And then you factor this in. Zeke was targeted 4 times. So Greg Green says you got to go in the trenches nowadays. I'm just saying, guys. I'm with you. What do you think about the Green Bay running game going up against that front seven of the 49ers?
I like them. They got a good 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they with Aaron Jones and what's the other young guy's name back there that they had this year?
Dylan,
AJ Dillon. That's it. Big, strong running back. They both Aaron Jones is more of a cutback, but Dillon is definitely a downhill runner. And if Bosa doesn't play, that's even more to the benefit in that run game for sure.
crap out of 9.
Yeah. So, how do you if you're Green Bay? How do you control Deebo Samuel? I think the way you control Deebo Samuel is if you're Green Bay, you put up some points early.
You just score.
Try to put the way that you defend him is you make Jimmy Garoppolo have to put that football up.
I think you put Jair Alexander on him and you call it a day. Your number one cornerback.
And you tell him, hey, you just saying, hey, take us home, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that matchup. If you're Green Bay, you like that matchup.
Super Bowl this year. Green Bay won't see a Super Bowl for 20 years.
That's right.
The reason being,
this is last
they're
call.
$38 million over the cap. This is their team. They got to make.
This is last call. This is it.
$30 million over the cap is that's a lot.
No, they were over by at least $35 million. The last I looked, it might be more than that. It was high. This is hilarious. How much was Dallas favored by San Francisco asking for a friend? See, Greg got jokes on here. Well, they were even game. Playing at home. So it looks like everybody here is going to go with Green Bay on this one. I picked Green Bay to go to the Super Bowl this year out of the NFC. I don't see any reason to stop now. So get me there on that. Hey, man, WFT fans, let's give San Francisco cornerback Josh Norman a shout out. Y'all can wave at him. You can wave at him out there. Big Trent is out there playing for the 49ers as well. So, why don't you wave at those two former WFT guys on the way by, okay?
Greg says they get the 3 at home. Yeah, they did. Dallas got the 3 at home.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
And their coach.
Yep.
And the coach. I mean, you might as well say
and the D coordinator.
San Francisco Redskins.
Defensive coordinator is Joe Barry, right? Cody? Defensive coordinator for the Packers is Joe Barry, right?
Yeah.
Another former WFT guy. Yeah.
It's littered
All these dudes came from the Redskins.
Yeah. They were there at some point. They might have been, I don't know if they were all there together, but they were there. So, okay, let's talk about Sunday. What's that, Cody?
So we churn out coaches like crazy. Even Kevin O'Connell, we talked about 2 episodes ago, who's a favorite for the Denver job. He was our offensive coordinator and went to LA with McVay back right before Rivera got here.
Yep, that's right. Okay. After church on Sunday, everybody get your waffles and everything, get your lunch in, get whatever work needs to get done for the spouse. But Sunday, we're back at it again, playing football. We're going to have the LA Rams going to Tampa Bay to play the Bucs. That's the 4-2 matchup. Sunday, 3 o'clock. Tampa Bay by 3 is the spread. That's the number.
Dang, really?
Yes, it is. And we're going to go to Cody on this first one. Who do you like, Cody?
That's your money bet right there, guys. They got Tampa Bay favored by 3. I'm taking LA on that spread all day and outright on the money line all day. LA is winning that game.
You like LA?
Absolutely. Mike Evans is one of their only weapons right now at wide receiver. And historically, anytime he's played Jalen Ramsey, he's been shut out. Jalen Ramsey is going to follow him across the board. They've already ruled out Ronald Jones, who's Lenny's backup. They've already ruled out. I mean, it's not happening. It's not happening. The Rams are 2 right now. I got the Rams definitely by more than 3. Take that spread all day and take that money line. That's your bet. That's your money bet right there for the weekend.
Okay. So you're saying put a few $100s on that.
Take the Rams all day long.
Take the Rams.
Yep.
Well, I know Tony's going to take the Rams because that was one of his Super Bowl picks.
That's right. Yep. Rams. He's got the.
It won't even be close.
It won't be close. Okay. ESPN's two experts. I don't bet against number 12. I'm sorry. I don't know if Tampa Bay has the horses to win this game as constructed. They needed to have everybody.
To the Jets 2 weeks ago.
What's that?
And AB lost his mind because they were losing to the Jets 2 weeks ago. They not that good, man. Tampa terrible this year.
Tampa's terrible this year. They lost to the WFT, and I don't say they lost to them. They got beaten by the WFT.
They got beat bad.
That wasn't. They didn't.
Bad.
Tampa Bay didn't lose. Tampa Bay didn't lose. They were beaten.
Yeah.
They were beaten bad.
Probably the best game of the year. Probably the best WFT game of the year. That was the best game of the year for the WFT. They played great.
Yeah, well,
credit where it's due.
That's for the weekend. But
you know what,
Dave?
All right.
Are you going to throw a wrench in it to try to get an upper hand on us with points?
Nah, it doesn't matter. It's going to have to be the Rams in this one. The Rams got them.
Got it. Got the Rams.
Hey, thanks, Devin. Thanks for joining us. He's talking about let's just go back to the Packers game. He's saying Packers getting Merciless and Smith back is huge. Yeah, you're right.
Smith, yep.
Yeah, I took LA.
So that leaves us with the final game for Sunday.
All right. Get your buffalo wings ready. Get your buffalo wings ready. Get your barbecue ready. Bills, Chiefs, and what some people are saying is the game that should be the Super Bowl.
Yeah. This
people
game.
are saying that those are the two best teams left in the playoffs, period. Okay. The Bills are coming off basically they pitched a perfect game. They did everything but shut out the New England Patriots. Josh Allen with a game for the ages. 21 of 25 for 308 yards and 5 touchdowns. He had 5 touchdowns, Tony, and 4 incompletions. I haven't looked at the tape, but if I see some drops on there, I would have to go back to those wide receivers. I'm gonna take a little money off of them for dropping the ball when my quarterback is throwing pills out there. Okay.
This do that to a Bill Belichick team, you're pretty good.
They beat the brakes off of them. That was bad. This is a Sunday game, 6:30. This is the nightcap.
It's the best game of the weekend.
Greg Green says Bills 27-26, take it to MGM. Kansas City is favored in this game by 2, which basically means they're a dog. That basically means they're a home
pick 'em.
Yeah. This is a push game. I'm staying away from this one on the bets for sure.
You're not going to bet this one?
Nope, I'm gonna stay away. Even though it's
take the over in this game.
Oh yeah, take the over for sure. But anything else
over is 53.5.
It easily
by halftime.
Yeah, take the
Tony says by halftime. Hey, listen.
By halftime.
This is an all-star matchup. It is every year when they get to this point. It's always a game that people look forward to. So it's going to be a stunner. It's going to be one of the games that people look at like what you said, should be the Super Bowl. And betting-wise, outside of the under, I'm staying away from it, but I'm going with the Bills.
You're going with the Bills?
I'm going with the Bills. I think it's their time to shine.
With the Bills also.
People have been saying people have said for about a year or two that the Bills are the team of the future in the AFC, that they're going to start dominating. And they're saying this while the Kansas City Chiefs are the Kansas City Chiefs with Pat Mahomes. We're going to see this matchup again, guys. These teams got together in week 5. These teams got together in week 5, and I don't see any reason to go against what I normally go with. Bills were my Super Bowl pick. I'm taking the Bills till the wheels fall off, Tony.
You know what Bills stand for.
TK, you said
you're taking the Bills. I got the Bills.
said
You
you
know what it stands
too?
for, right?
What?
Bills. Hey, Dave, you know what it stands for?
What?
Boy, I love losing Super Bowls.
See, hey man, leave them boys alone, man. So that's our NFL Final Four picks. Okay, I'm taking the Bills again, like I said. So Cody, where are we on the tally sheet? How are we looking?
All right. Well, I was in the lead by 5 up until the Monday night Cardinals Rams game. I had Cardinals in that game, and you guys both had the Rams. So we're literally tied at 15 points across the board right now.
Excellent.
Okay.
I called the Bills. Yeah, Bills, Cincy, Bucks, and you guys called Cincy, Bucks, Rams. So yeah, we're at 15. This next round we're going into, each one is still worth 5 points. Every one we get right. It looks like we're pretty even or there with picks other than Dave's Titans picks in the beginning.
So I
And
got
you know
you
what?
for the Bengals so hard. Kitty cat.
Hey, I was gonna say you said the Bengals, right?
Yep, I got the Bengals.
He took the Bengals.
Still got Titans in the final, but
Okay. So let's talk a little NFC East news. New York Giants hired themselves a general manager. They have tapped Joe Schoen as their new general manager, replacing Dave Gettleman, who just retired. Gettleman didn't do so well in New York, finishing up his career as an NFL player executive. He went 19-46 as the GM of the Giants. The Giants are very similar to the Pittsburgh Steelers in that they are a very stable organization. And I say this to say this. Schoen becomes just the 5th general manager that the Giants have had in 41 years. 5 in 40 years. So it's, they've got to, they fired the coach. They're going to, Jennifer says she's rooting for the Bills. Yeah, we're rooting for the Bills as well. So what do you think about this? Schoen comes to the Giants from the Buffalo Bills. He's the current Buffalo Bills GM. He's going to slide over to the NFC East. There has been already talk about Brian Flores being the potential selection as coach. As an NFC East fan, the Cowboys and the WFT do not want to see Brian Flores in the NFC East.
Correct.
He's going to change everything. Okay.
You know the only way I want to see him? Let Dallas take him.
Dallas ain't getting him.
I'm hoping with the Bills train. They just completed their interview with their defensive coordinator, their head coach role, Brian DeBole. And with the GM coming from the Bills, I think with these interviews that they're doing with a couple of these guys from the Bills, I'm hoping that it sticks that way. I'm hoping that Flores. That would not be good for us Washington fans and Dallas fans.
And listen, New York pulled out all the stops on this. They took the GM from the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills have been pretty successful the last few years, developing their roster, developing a young quarterback, getting Josh Allen to the point where he's one of the top QBs in the league. The finalists for the job that were known was Kansas City Executive Director, Player Personnel Ryan Poles, and Kansas City Chiefs Executive Director, Player Personnel, and San Francisco 49ers Assistant GM Adam Peters. Those were the 3 finalists. Successful franchises that had developed quarterbacks, developed teams from, the bottom of the division, the bottom of the league, up to near the top of the league or their division. And that's who they went with. They didn't go They didn't go for anybody that was mediocre. They went for guys that were successful. And they want New York to be successful. They want the Giants to be a successful franchise. And let's be honest. It's been a long time since I've seen Giants fans act the way that they were acting at home again with the Giants. The Giants were getting out and out booed by Giants fans. And you just don't see that very often. Okay. So something had to change in New York. And it looks like change is coming. So, where's Boss Man Robinson at? He's been going hard after the Cowboys this week, but he should be happy that the Giants have made a decision on the GM. So we're going to be looking at that coaching search for them. And
wait a minute, Dave. I don't get it. Your team is sorry, and your general manager's record sounds like a date from the end of World War II, and you worried about us. You tell boss man that them scrubs ain't ever beaten us. Dak has been killing them.
Boss man probably on here, buddy.
Listen, dog.
He's got
outside of Philly and Dallas in the division, no team has had a winning record in the last 4 or 5 years other than Philly and Dallas.
That's terrible. It's terrible.
Since Obama was president, since Trump was president, them dudes ain't had a winning record.
Yep.
The Redskins ain't had a winning record since 2016, and the Giants ain't had one since 2016.
Well, the Giants
winning record.
To the Giants, if I remember correctly, I think the Giants went 4-13 the last 2 years. Well, not 4-13 last year, obviously. They went. What did they go last year, Tony? Like 6-10, something like that.
They were 6-10 with us.
That's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Tony,
that was a good year for them.
Tony, I think we got to talk about the Houston Texans just real quick. I don't understand how a team so sorry can stay in the news as much as the Texans have, but the Texans are back in the news. They have interviewed Josh McCown for their head coaching job.
Who?
Josh McCown.
Again. The quarterback.
Man, stop right there, man.
Yes.
This is getting ridiculous, dude.
He is currently coaching in high school, and he ain't coaching DeMatha. He's coaching his son's high school team.
Yeah, high school team, yeah.
Man, you lying, man.
Greg.
He's never been an assistant. He's never even been an assistant coach. Yep.
NFC championships in 1995. Only other team to do that is Detroit.
Yep.
Dog, they need to stop this, man. NFL, this is criminal.
This is embarrassing.
Well, shit, we might as
It's a
well
lot
go without
of
Jordan.
guys. Yeah, I don't understand why.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you we can get at least an interview.
Cody, you play Madden, right? You ranked in the top 100.
McCown's gotten 2. Yeah, McCown's got 2.
This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing.
I'd hire him. I really think. Why give him another interview? Like just to humor him? You got to be.
He's gotten 2 interviews. I think Houston ownership wanted to hire him last year.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
That's embarrassing.
I think he's going to have.
That's embarrassing.
He's
terrible.
The cute. Did he do in any capacity with them at all over the season?
I don't believe so.
Wasn't he like a QB coach or something at some point with them?
No, he's never.
He was coaching.
Coached. He has never coached above the high school level. Okay.
Oh Jesus.
Oh wow.
Wow, dude.
He coached high school football while playing for the Eagles in 2019. So he had one foot out of the league too. He had one foot out of the league 3 years ago.
Man, y'all lying, man. This joint sounds
No, we're not.
semi-pro.
No, we're not.
Man,
and by the way, the Houston Texans confirmed this on Thursday. They confirmed it. Okay.
That's some joint they don't need to confirm. They need to be like, man, we were just playing. That was a joke.
I'm reading this. I'm reading this from the Houston Texans Twitter feed, their official Twitter feed. We completed an interview with Josh McCown for our head coaching position today. He has a mask on, so I guess that's Jesse James. He can load up the stagecoach.
Jesse.
That's
terrible. Everybody should be wrote. Man, I know Deshaun Watson's gone now.
Mm-hmm.
Where's he gonna go? Deshaun, go to New York.
Go to New York.
Deshaun, don't come
go to New York with Brian Flores. But I don't think here's the thing, Tony. I don't think the Giants are going to pay. I don't think the Giants want to pay a big free agent ransom or a deal or give up draft picks to get him. I don't think they're going to do it.
That first round look real good right now.
It's priced to move. If you're an incoming GM, do you want to give mortgage the future right off the bat? You want to see if you're going to have the job 3 years from then, or do you go conservative and say, hey, we're going to build these lines up. We're going to try to get a quarterback somewhere down the line. And as far as quarterback is concerned, you go with a Jameis Winston type of guy, a placeholder until you can draft the guy that's going to take over.
Wait a minute. If you're a GM and you coming in right now, you need to go. You got to win now, dude. This ain't old days where you get 5-6 years.
Nah.
You got to win now. People getting fired after 1 year.
Yeah, and that's the problem. And that's the problem. You're going to start seeing situations like this where a general manager comes in and now he wants to make a splash. And what I mean, I don't mean make a splash like what Jacksonville did, because they had the number 1 pick and everyone knew that Lawrence was going to be the number 1 pick no matter what. So to me, that wasn't making a splash. He was there. He's a quarterback. You needed one. You take him there. Because let's be honest, that number 1 pick didn't cost Jacksonville really anything to get. No. They earned it. They were terrible. So go on ahead and get the kid. But now, obviously Jacksonville here is looking around for the right coach to develop. He wasn't terrible. Lawrence showed some flashes. I think he's going to be a pretty decent quarterback.
You know who had a better first year than Lawrence? DeMarcus Russell.
Oh dear. Well, let's just he down in South Florida. He down in Jacksonville. Let's make sure he doesn't get on that lean, okay? That scissor.
That is an impressive stat right there.
Damn. Well, I like his Subway commercial.
He better learn how to do a little bit more commercials because it sounds like he's going to need them.
He better stay his ass off those commercials. What's it doing for Baker Mayfield?
Baker Mayfield catching strays out here. Baker was like, "Hey, man,
commercials than wins."
Baker had to get that money, man.
That's fine.
You get in before you get the money before the posse rides in, baby.
Just like you said, Tony, you don't ever want to spend a game check.
Yep. Don't spend the game check, but that's fine. But then do something while you're there. Because obviously, Baker Mayfield, you were wrong. OBJ is leading this team.
He is. He's happy as a pig in slop. Mm-hmm. He happy.
He's got a good quarterback. He's got a good quarterback that looks for him.
Hey, man, I've been happy for Matt Stafford. Real nice guy. Seems like a real nice dude. So,
and he's been going under the radar, man. Matt Stafford is under the radar when they're talking about all these quarterbacks. Everybody's getting all the thing. It may be his time, man, because out of any quarterback, he has earned it. Any of those years in Detroit, that dude has earned it. You got to be on the Matt Stafford train.
Well, Matt Stafford knew to throw the ball to Megatron. He ain't that dumb.
Oh, Megatron was just open and too big. Like there's no one else to throw it to. Like
Megatron, that dude. Calvin Johnson was incredible, man. Look, man. Calvin Johnson made Dan Orlovsky look good as a quarterback. He made
Orlovsky, which is crazy because there's a lot of people who don't even know that name.
Which is, well, you know what? It proves if you are a great wide receiver, you can make a bum quarterback look good.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So, if he goes to,
wow, dude.
If he goes to,
all right, and listen,
obviously Baker wasn't throwing to this kid.
As we get ready for this weekend, I'm going with the sentimental picks. I want Stafford. Y'all saw I want my boy Joe Burrow. I'm never betting against Joe Burrow. I love Joe Burrow.
Sorry, Joe. I had to vote against you this time. Sorry.
But listen, you know what the NFL wants. The NFL wants Green Bay, Kansas City, in LA, celebrating the 56 years of the Super Bowl. That was Super Bowl one. They can go through. It was in the same city in LA and all that other stuff. It was they want all that other stuff no, this is a new era. I want Matthew Stafford playing a home game, and really, I would take him against Joe Burrow, but I actually think it's going to be the Bills because they got the best team.
And that's my hardest pick of the season is if the Bengals do make it and the Bills do make it, the fight between them two to make it to the bowl is going to be a hard pick for me because I've wanted the Bills to go for a couple of years now. But yeah, that's going to be a tough one. But I think
this is Buffalo's year. I think this is their year.
I think the story that they're chasing though is this Bengals story. I like it. I think they're going to run with it.
You gonna have fun with that?
You know what? Buffalo could be playing to stay in the States too, because they asking for a new stadium. But the NFL don't put money together. If they move over to Toronto, they can make more money for the league and more money for the team.
Oh yeah, it's a bigger market. Yeah,
huge market.
Yeah, and they're talking about doing the same with Jacksonville overseas in Europe, in London.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, if Jacksonville takes that spot, I'm a Washington football fan. I tell them, y'all need to move y'all butt to San Diego and give us our team back. Because y'all organization is done. Y'all don't get a quarterback this year, and they hire Flores, y'all are last place.
Yeah.
Well, hey, man, they could always be ahead of Dallas. They'll take that.
They ain't going to be ahead of Dallas because Dallas just got talent right now. And they ain't doing stupid stuff.
I don't know about all that.
Dallas got a tough schedule next year with that first place.
Yeah, but they got talent. Talent rises to the top. You ain't going to be 5 and whatever because you got talent. Now, when they start losing that talent and that terrible coaching, then they're going to be right down there where the Giants are.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't get rid of the coaching.
Well,
talent saving them.
Since Mike McCarthy, last I checked, has not been fired, I think Dallas is going to look at going back into the coordinator market, and they're going to see what happens with Dan Quinn. They're going to see what happens with Kellen Moore. They're going to pray that somebody makes a mistake. They're going to pray that someone makes a mistake and brings Kellen Moore.
I think both are going to be hired.
If Kellen Moore gets hired, Dallas fans are going to be so happy.
And Dan Quinn.
And tell you what,
is another favorite for Denver.
And by the way, Ben McAdoo got hired as the offensive coordinator in Carolina.
Yep.
So that means Dallas can't make that mistake. That takes a mistake off the board for Jerry.
They like him too.
Carolina? Yeah.
He was the coach, the interim coach, at the COVID game when your head coach was out with COVID.
Yep. Ben McAdoo. Back in the league. Hey, Tony, you said, wow. Hey, man, Byron Leftwich still don't have a job. He ain't a head coach. He's seeing guys, coordinators getting hired. And listen, Byron Leftwich, Leftwich at this point.
Well, we haven't had a head coach hiring yet, have we?
No. Nobody's hired a head coach yet.
There's a lot of interviews.
But there's interviews. Interviews have already started. Right. And, while his team is playing, you probably aren't going to see, a lot going on. Now, the Rams could help the Tampa Bay Buccaneers out. They could help Leftwich out, put them out of their misery. And the moment that clock hits double zeros, Leftwich's phone should ring.
Yeah, he'll be on planes. He probably already has them set up, honestly.
Yeah, his agent has them set up.
Hey, fellas, we'll know something by next week because remember, there's only going to be 4 teams left. By that Sunday night, the next Monday, you'll have everybody set because of 2 Super Bowl teams, and then everybody else is free.
Right.
So about 9 days, we'll be right.
Oh no, it'll be
about 9 days.
Yeah, and the carousel is going to start. The carousel is going to really start spinning. So, we got anything else?
I think that's it for today. I want to say that I have my pre-draft final review this weekend. I've already done it up a little bit, changed some things around, but I'm going to go through it again and see where I stand. And as soon as we're done with Super Bowl coverage, whenever we get back from LA, we can start doing some mock drafts.
We did a show like that. I think Tony was out sick. Me and you did that show where we just went down pick for pick. Did we go the first round, or did we just go
No, we did first round. Yeah, we did the whole first round.
Okay, we can do that again. That's cool. We'll have Tony this time. Yeah,
we had 2 different mocks last year, and we did 2 of them 2 weeks apart.
Yep, perfect. Hey guys, everybody enjoy the games Saturday and Sunday. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated.
Drink more water.
Yeah. Hey, you see me? I'm drinking mine.
Got my Gatorade. Got my Gatorade, baby.
All right,
hey man, great show. Thanks for joining us on the TV Report.
See you next week.
Thank you, guys.
I'm not Jerry Jones.
Monday night we'll be here.
Monday night.
Cody,
yeah, I'm good.
Cody, we going to casino. You going to casino tomorrow? What's up?
I'm not.